Hello everyone, thank you for having me. My name is Marta. I work with cognitive hypnotherapy and also yoga therapy. So I'll be talking about the connection between mind and body. So mind, body and spine. So your spinal cord is like an information highway connecting your brain to a nerve network that goes to your organs, limbs and skin. So here's when we can talk about this mind and body connection. So how does that work? So when we look at the spine, we look at the brain, and we look at our nervous system. So this is a communication that goes to our organs, goes to our glands. So what happens every time that we experience emotions, doesn't matter if it's a positive emotion or if it's a challenging emotion, your body reacts immediately. So if you experience fear through this connection, so your nervous system is going to send signals, your adrenal glands will release cortisol, will release adrenaline, so now you're on fight or flight, so your body is reacting, is responding to what you are feeling, is responding to what you are experiencing. So the quality of your emotions play a big role. So we saw earlier the osteopath saying, well, when people, like a patient who experienced low mood was experiencing increased pain. So it's all connected. And then it happens on a mental level as well. So it's not only our emotions, but our belief system. So everything that we believe, our self-talk, and many times this is outside of our awareness. So we are having those unconscious thoughts and our beliefs, and that is being communicated to our cells, and our cells will respond accordingly. So that's why the placebo works, for example. So if you believe that a treatment is going to be effective, it's more likely that this treatment is going to be effective because you believe. The same happens with the nocebo. If you believe that something is going to be harmful, most likely it will be. So as an example, a few months ago, I worked with someone who is a tree surgeon. He fell off a tree, broke his lower back, had surgery, went for physio, got a lot better. But then 7 years later, he was still experiencing back pain. So he came to me and he said, well, I came to you because I've tried everything. I feel that nothing is working, and I feel that what I am experiencing is having a big impact in my personal life. I'm struggling to build intimacy. I struggle to find position. I cannot even cuddle. So that it has become a struggle. So then here we go. We have frustration, because if you've ever experienced chronic pain or a chronic symptom, eventually you get really tired, it's really frustrating, and you go, why is it not healing? And then you want to get rid of it. You get frustrated, and the frustration itself is just adding more to the problem. And then if that wasn't enough, so he also shared that he was sexually abused by his older brother growing up, so was holding on a lot of resentment, a lot of grudge, having difficulties with his family. So I worked with him in two ways. So I worked by addressing the trauma, addressing the resentments, doing emotional release, and hypnotherapy can help a lot with that. So that gives you an opportunity to talk to the unconscious, talk to the part, talk to the inner child. So that's when we go a lot into inner child work, reframing perception, but also when it comes to pain. So relaxation and changing the relationship that you have with pain is very important. So one of the things that I do, I always say, instead of looking at pain as something that is annoying and it's on your way, just try to look at it as your body communicating something. Change the relationship. Start communicating in a different way. And hypnotherapy is very effective into changing belief system and this conversation. So I worked with him in two ways, and then after 4 months, in his own words, it's like, wow, I'm 80% better, still experience pain here and there, but he was a lot better. And was a lot better emotionally as well. So that was a few months ago, and 2 weeks ago he texted me and he's like, oh, I just want to say I now have a girlfriend, I'm happy, I'm in a completely different place. So I'm giving this example because we are talking about the spine, but that happens with many other symptoms, many other conditions. I've seen that happening over and over again. When we start addressing emotions, as a consequence, pain reduce, symptoms reduce. Obviously, it's not a magic pill, but has a big impact and a big influence. And then finally, from yoga. So we say the spine and the brain are the altars of God, Yogananda. So just put an illustration here. So that is the chakras, so those colorful, beautiful things. So those are energy centers. So for the yoga system, the health of your spine is the health of your entire body. So if someone is struggling with a back problem, it's not uncommon that this person is also struggling with a particular organ as well. They are all connected. So problems in the spine tend to have an impact on the nervous system and tend to have an impact in other areas of your body. So it's good to look after it. So I like to say that, mind, body, I call it the last resource. I always say to people, go see your doctor, try all the possibilities. If nothing works, that is giving us a clue that what you are experiencing is related to your emotions, is more psychological than it's physical. So that's when this treatment tends to be most effective. Thank you.